Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith with the National Weather Service in Pocatello. This is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Thursday, November 15th. Start out with the regional radar loop. Nothing going on across the region this morning. In fact, across much of the Pacific Northwest. That's because high pressure located out over the Pacific Ocean remains in control of our weather across the northern Rockies, and that'll continue today and tonight. Another day of clear, mostly sunny skies. Fairly seasonable temperatures for this time of year. No major impacts expected in terms of wind or fog this morning with that high pressure in place. I'm going to use this weather map to kind of set us up for what we're expecting here for the upcoming weekend. What we have is a large area of high pressure that is centered out here over the Pacific, as I just mentioned. Also an area of low pressure that's located over central and eastern Canada. And with a generally clockwise wind flow going around the area of high pressure and more of a counterclockwise wind flow circulating around the low up here in Canada, kind of sandwiches portions of the northern Rockies in between these two larger scale systems. And this is going to be where our active storm track is going to be located heading into the weekend. We have one storm system, in fact, only one organized storm system that we're expecting right into the middle of next week, and that's this little guy that's located just off the coast of British Columbia this morning. And this little storm system is going to be riding over the top of the ridge and diving down through the northern Rockies and our forecast area in between that high and low as we head over the next couple days. It's going to bring us a chance of some precipitation as we head into Friday and Saturday. And again, this is the only major storm system that we are expecting right through the middle of next week. High temperatures this afternoon. Very normal for this time of year, getting into the upper 40s and low 50s across the region. Very similar to what we've seen over the past couple days. Chilly temperatures again Friday morning, getting down into the teens and low 20s across the region. Particularly some of our colder spots like Stanley, Copper Basin, maybe up toward Island Park will make a run at the lower teens. Just a few degrees warmer than what we've seen this morning. High temperatures, very similar Friday, again getting up into the upper 40s to low 50s across the region. But again, our system is going to be on the way in with that high pressure breaking down. So I want to step through and give you kind of the overall timing that we're expecting for precipitation associated with this system. We'll see a few snow showers beginning Friday morning after daybreak, starting across the northern central mountains here, north of Galena Summit to the north of Willow Creek Summit, stretching over to the Montana border, the Island Park area, Teton Valley, and Palisades. Still dry to the south of this. That activity will try to start to creep just a little bit southward as we head into Friday afternoon. Still not making too much progress. We'll see a push of some more shower activity here in the eastern highlands. Even as we get into Friday evening and the showers continue to try to nudge south, we're holding the Snake Plain dry, as well as the eastern Magic Valley, much of the southern highlands, and even most of the Bear Lake area right into the dinner time hour on Friday. So with very similar temperatures again across the region, it's really not going to be a bad day on Friday for most of you, with the exception of the northern areas here that are going to see that shower activity moving in. As we head overnight Friday, you'll see a much more concerted push of that moisture to the south, and we'll see those showers make more progress down into the Snake Plain and the southern highlands, continuing into Saturday morning. And like we saw yesterday, the models are trying to be pretty progressive on clearing this system out, ending the precipitation on Saturday, but we're not expecting the cold front associated with this system to push through until the afternoon and evening hours. So as you can see here, we're holding on to a chance of those snow showers for most of the region as we head through the morning hours. And we're holding on to those showers during the afternoon to the south of Burley, Pocatello, Idaho Falls, and Driggs, here in the southern highlands, Bear Lake area, and the Caribou Highlands. By Saturday evening, the system will be moving out quite quickly with skies clearing across the region, perhaps a snow shower lingering in the Bear Lake area. Saturday morning low temperatures during the storm certainly supporting predominantly snow across the region. And even Saturday afternoon, we'll warm up a little bit in the Snake Plain, but you'll notice temperatures are running about 5 to 7 degrees colder on Saturday versus what we've seen over the past couple days with that system moving through the area. Not expecting a lot of wind with this system. So looking at the blowing snow risk here, this is Saturday 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. So covering a decent chunk of the storm, really not lighting up much of our forecast area. So I don't think that's going to be a main concern with this system. We're really going to be looking for the usual slick roadways, reduced visibilities in areas of falling snow as that activity works through. So let's take a look at our storm total snowfall. We're still looking at about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of liquid falling, particularly to the east of I-15. You can see that's where our greatest impacts in terms of snowfall are going to be. Models are still showing excellent agreement on the handling of this system. They're lining up really well on the timing and even on the precipitation amounts that we're going to see. So this is not a big change from what we showed you yesterday. We'll take a little tour here through the area, starting in the Central Mountains, generally looking for a dusting to an inch of snow, a few isolated higher amounts at the higher elevations, at the peaks and ridge lines. So generally, we'll look for some slick road conditions here as that activity is moving through, impacting Highway 75, also Highway 93, places like Stanley, Chalice, Galena Summit, Willow Creek Summit, Banner Summit up here. Seeing some slick road conditions, particularly overnight Friday night into Saturday morning as that activity works through. Up here to the northeast in the Island Park region in the Teton Valley, expecting a 1 to 3 inch snowfall for this storm system Friday into Saturday. Again, we're expecting the heaviest and most widespread activity to occur overnight Friday night into Saturday morning. So places like Ashton Hill, Island Park, West Yellowstone, Reynolds Pass, Tarhee Pass, down to Driggs in the Teton Valley, Pine Creek Pass, Palisades, including Highway 20, Highway 33, Highway 32, places like that, generally looking for 1 to 3 inches of snow out of this system. Again, heaviest overnight Friday night into Saturday morning. Bear Lake area, about a 1 to 3 inch snowfall extending down into the Caribou Highlands, and we may see some of that in the higher elevations here to the south and east of Pocatello. As we get down to Bear Lake proper and down into the Montpelier area, generally a dusting to an inch, but places like Georgetown Summit could pick up an inch or two out of this system. Here in the Snake Plain, we are shaded in for a chance of just a little bit of snowfall. Again, that heaviest activity is going to be moving through overnight Friday night into Saturday morning, and this coincides with the coldest temperatures across the region. So even at lower elevations here in the Snake Plain, any activity moving through during that time frame will fall as snow, and we're looking at a chance of a light dusting or coating of snow in the Snake Plain. It's really going to be once you get into the higher elevations, particularly to the east of I-15, where we're going to see any more than that as far as accumulations go. Behind that system, colder air working into the region from the north. It is going to be very chilly as we wake up on Sunday morning. You can see low temperatures falling into the single digits and teens across southeast Idaho. High pressure will be building back in, though, from that ridge out over the Pacific Ocean. We're going to see a return to clear and mostly sunny skies across southeast Idaho with dry weather to kick off the new week and extending at least into the middle of next week. That's it for your hazard briefing this morning. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us with the information on your screen. Have a great day.